Have you ever hit a total brick wall trying to find official documents online? Whether you're tracing your family tree, running a crucial background check, or just trying to handle a personal legal matter, accessing court records is absolutely vital. But let's be honest, trying to find them without paying hefty fees can be incredibly frustrating. Well, you're in the right place. Let's dive into this explainer and uncover exactly how you can freely access these crucial court records. We're going to explore everything you need to know about navigating the online systems for Worcester County, ensuring you can perform all your legal, genealogical, or personal research without spending a single dime.
We have a seriously packed agenda today. We'll be looking at the 2 Worcester counties, the Massachusetts Mass Court Search Guide, the Maryland Case Search Protocol, federal and in-person options, troubleshooting and common FAQs, and finally, a quick conclusion and legal disclaimer.
All right, Section 1, the 2 Worcester counties.
To kick things off, you must first realize a wildly surprising fact that trips up countless researchers right out of the gate. There are 2 completely distinct Worcester counties. One is located up in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the other is down in the state of Maryland. And this perfectly illustrates the digital divide here. Both states offer free public access databases, but they operate on completely different infrastructures. Massachusetts uses the Mass Courts e-access system, which is segmented out by court departments. Meanwhile, Maryland utilizes the highly centralized Maryland Judiciary Case Search database, which basically bundles the whole shebang into one single portal.
Now, what's really interesting here is the contrasting constraints of these 2 systems. When you're searching in Massachusetts, Mass Courts will abruptly cut you off at exactly 100 results. So if your search is too broad, you are definitely going to miss things. But on the plus side, there's no explicit time limit. Maryland's case search, on the other hand, gives you a much larger cap of 500 records, but there's a huge catch. The system has a really strict automatic inactivity timeout. It literally kicks you out after just 2 minutes of idling. That means you have to be super quick and deliberate with your research.
Let's move right along to Section 2, the Massachusetts Mass Courts Search Guide.
So, if you're looking up north, the crucial thing is following these 4 exact steps on the Mass Courts portal. First, you've got to select the correct court department. For example, you choose District Court for minor civil matters or Superior Court for major cases. Second, you refine the location to a specific Worcester division. Third, you choose your Query tab. Now pay attention because this is a massive detail. If you are searching by a person's name, you absolutely must use the Search Name tab, and this is strictly limited to civil cases only. Finally, you have to narrow your results using specific date ranges to ensure you don't hit that strict 100 record cap we just talked about.
Next up, Section 3, the Maryland Case Search Protocol.
Now, if your target case is further south, we need to completely shift gears. First, you visit the Maryland Case Search site and agree to their terms, which, by the way, strictly prohibit any automated data scraping. Next, you'll filter your location specifically to Worcester County and choose either the district or circuit port. Finally, execute your party name search. What's absolutely fantastic here is that Maryland uniquely allows full public access to both civil and criminal name searches, all without requiring an account or a specific docket number.
But what if you aren't entirely sure how a name is spelled? By default, Maryland's system only looks for exact spelling matches. But there is a brilliant workaround, Maryland's wildcard syntax. To catch misspellings or variations, you can use the % symbol. For example, typing SMI% retrieves Smith, Smithson, and Smithman. Typing ROB% in the first name field catches Robert, Robin, or Roberto. You can even use it for end-string matches, like typing %BERG to find anyone with a last name ending in Berg, like Steinberg. This is a total game changer for comprehensive genealogical or background research.
Let's expand our scope in Section 4, Federal and In-Person Options.
If your target case involves federal jurisdiction, like a bankruptcy or maybe a civil rights violation, it's just not going to appear in either of the state systems we just covered. Instead, federal cases live on the PACER system. Now, PACER is notoriously a fee-based system that charges 10 cents per page, but amazingly, there is a legal loophole for free access. The government actually waives all fees if you incur less than $30 in a single quarterly billing cycle. That means if you're just doing casual limited research, you can essentially use the federal database completely for free.
It's also absolutely crucial to remember the limitations of the internet. Online portals only provide docket summaries. That's essentially just the timeline and basic facts of a case. If you need the complete official case file, the actual physical evidence, or any shielded documents, a trip to the courthouse is mandatory. Depending on your Worcester County, that means heading to the public access terminals at the courthouses on Main Street in Worcester, Massachusetts, or Market Street in Snow Hill, Maryland.
Okay, let's troubleshoot. Section 5, Troubleshooting and Common FAQs. This is far and away the #1 question people ask. Why can't I find this criminal record in Massachusetts? Listen, if you are tearing your hair out over a missing Massachusetts criminal record, it is not a glitch. Mass Courts strictly blocks name-based public criminal searches for privacy reasons. To look up a criminal case online in Massachusetts, you are required to already have the exact docket number from the court clerk. If you only have a name, the online system simply isn't going to help you for criminal matters.
Conversely, let's say you know for a fact someone went to court in Maryland, but their case is nowhere to be found on case search. In Maryland, this is very often due to their automatic privacy shielding policy. To protect the privacy of the accused, Maryland automatically removes cases that ended in favorable outcomes, such as acquittals, drop charges, or dismissals, from the public online database. So honestly, if it's missing, it might actually be really good news for the person you're researching.
And what if your Maryland screen just suddenly goes blank with an error? You likely fell victim to one of two strict system rules. Either you stepped away to grab a coffee and hit their strict 2-minute inactivity timeout, which forces you to start completely over, or you invalidly placed a wildcard. Remember that % symbol we talked about? You cannot place it at the beginning or in the middle of a continuous word. So formatting your search like S, %, TH will immediately crash your query.
And that brings us to Section 6, Conclusion and Legal Disclaimer.
Okay, you now have the exact roadmaps to navigate the distinct systems of Massachusetts Mass Courts and Maryland Case Search. But I do have to add a super vital disclaimer here. While these free tools are incredibly powerful for your personal and genealogical research, online dockets can sometimes contain clerical delays or errors. The information provided in this explainer is accurate to the best of our knowledge, based on current state court operations. However, you must always verify your findings with official courthouse records or consult a legal professional for specific inquiries. This is especially true if you're using this information for critical life decisions like tenant screening or employment.
If this explainer saved you time, frustration, and hopefully some money today, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content that empowers your research journey. And I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Public access to court records is a cornerstone of a transparent justice system. But as we've seen today, public doesn't always mean easy to find. So which jurisdiction's approach to privacy and access do you think is actually better, Massachusetts or Maryland? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and happy researching.